Student, so today again our lecture number 5 is there, chapter number 2 variable and expression, and topics which we are going to cover in today's session, that is Python operators. Basically first we should know what is operators. So basically operators are used to perform operations on variables and values. On the basis of different functionalities, we are having different types of operators. First is arithmetic operator, then we have assignment operator, comparison operator, logical operator, identity operator, membership operator. So now we are going to start with first type of operator, that is arithmetic operator. Basically whenever we want to perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus, these 5 types of operators are present in other programming language also. But in case of Python, we are having 2 more arithmetic operators. 2 times asterisk symbol is there, so that is nothing but exponentiation operator. And next one is double slash, so that is nothing but floor division. We will see the example of all these operators. So examples of arithmetic operator, first example of addition. So x equal to 5, y equal to 3, and then we have printed x plus y. So what will be the output of this program? 5 plus 3, 8. After that, x equal to 5, y equal to 3, and print x minus y. So now we are performing subtraction. So 5 minus 3, 2 will be the output of this program. Again same value we have taken, but we have performed multiplication. So 5 into 3, 15 will be the answer. Next division operator, we are dividing x by y, and value of x is 12, y is 3. So 3 4s are 12. So 4 will be the answer of division. After that modulus operator is there, x equal to 5 and y equal to 2. Means we are dividing 5 by 2. So 2 2s are 4. Remainder will be 1, and as we all know that the modulus operator gives the remainder. So output of this program will be 1. Then x equal to 2, y equal to 5, and now we have using exponentiation. So exponentiation operation is nothing but raise to, as we perform a square b or a raised to b. So now we have written x exponentiation y, means x raised to y. What is value of x? 2. So 2 raised to 5 is nothing but we are multiplying 2 5 times. So that is nothing but 32. So 32 will be the output. So 2 times asterisk is nothing but exponentiation operator. After that we are having floor division operation. So it will perform division only. Like we are having x equal to 15, y equal to 2. So when we try to divide 15 by 2, 2 7s are 14. Okay. So we will be having, and after that remainder is 1. So if we put 0, then we will place dot after 7. So 7 point, I think so 5. 7.5 we will get as a proper division for this. So this floor division will round up the result. That is 7.5 we are having the result. So it will round up the result down to the nearest whole number. So 7.5. So the number is between 7 and 8. So it will take the lower value, that is 7 will be your output. So that is floor division. So this is about arithmetic operators. Again addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus are same like other programming languages, but 2 new operators are there in Python, that is exponentiation and floor division. After that comparison operator, we are having same comparison operator in other programming languages. Whenever we want to compare 2 values, for that purpose we use comparison operator. So first is equal, after that not equal, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, and less than equal to. So there are total 6 comparison operators. I have given examples also. X equal to 5 and y equal to 3. Now we print x equal to y. So 5 is equal to 3? No. So it will return false as answer. So the answer which we will get for the example of comparison operator, that will be in the form of Boolean data type, that is either true or false, as the answer will be written by all the programs. Next that is not equal to, example of not equal to operator. We have taken x equal to 5, y equal to 3, then we have printed x not equal to y. So 5 is not equal to y. Of course 5 is not equal to y. So it will return answer as true. After that, x equal to 5, y equal to 3. Now we are comparing x greater than y, that is 5 greater than y, that is 5 greater than 3, condition is true. So answer will be true. I hope you are understanding. It's very easy. It's similar to other language only, but we have to, it is very difficult to remember all the operators, and there are so many new operators present in Python. After that, less than operator. So x 5, y equal to 3. 5 less than 3, definitely not. So answer will be false. After that, greater than equal to. So 5 greater than equal to 3. Again the answer will be true. After that, 5 less than equal to 3. So answer is false. So these are the comparison operators. After that, we are having logical operators. Logical means we are having logical and, logical or, and logical not. So basically, as it is similar to logic gates only, when we have AND. So AND means if both the values are 1, then only we will get output as 1, right? So means both the condition or whatever condition you have written which are separated by AND operator should be true. If all the conditions are true, then only the result true will be displayed. Next operator is logical OR. Logical OR means whatever condition you have written which are separated by OR, if any one of the condition out of them is true, still you will get a result as true. And not means whenever you want the specific condition should not be true, then you can simply put not before that particular condition. So logical operators example I have given. We have taken x equal to 5, and then we are printing x greater than 3, and operator is used, x less than 10. So 5 greater than 3, first condition is true. 5 less than 10, again second condition is also true. So both the conditions are true, hence the output is written as true. If any one of the condition is false, output will be written as false, because AND means all conditions should be true. After that, we have used OR. Value of x is 5. 5 greater than 3, condition is true, or 5 less than 4, this condition is false, but as we have used OR operator, any one of the condition is true, still the result will be true. So now in this case, first condition, that is x greater than 3 is true. This is the reason why the answer is written as true. After that, we have taken x equal to 5. Print not x greater than 3 and x less than 6. So now in this condition, we don't want x greater than 3 and x less than 4, or we can say that x less than 10. I don't know the exact example behind this, but suppose in this case we are considering that we don't want x greater than 3 and x less than 10 conditions to be true. But now in this case we are having x5. So 5 greater than 3, condition is true. 5 less than 10, this condition is also true, means both the conditions of AND are true, but we don't want them to be true, so not, right? Hence the answer is written as false, because if both the conditions are false, then only the answer will be written as true. But as we don't want both the conditions to be true, answer is written as false. After that, next operator, again this one is new operator, that is identity operator. Identity operators are used to compare the objects, not if they are equal, but if they are actually the same object with the same memory location. So there are two identity operator, that is and is not. So now let's see the examples. From example it will be very clear to you, that is what is exactly identity operator. So x equal to, within single quotes, within square bracket and within double quotes, they have taken two values, apple comma banana. So actually this is called list in Python programming language. When we provide comma separated list within square bracket, that is called as list. Actually it is similar to array in other programming language. So x and y are nothing but array, like they are similar to array, but it is called as list in Python. And then third statement is z equal to x. means we have copied the value of z array into we have copied the value of x array into z. So this line we have written. So first we have written print x is z. So like the last statement we have written z equal to x, means x and z are similar. So answer will be written as true. After that, next statement we have printed, trying to print it, that is print x is y. So now x object is different and we have not assigned value of y to x or value of x to y. Even though they are having same components, same elements in their list, both are having apple, banana, but it compare, as they said that identity operator means they not just check the content but also check the object. So in this case we have not written x equal to y equal to x, means they are different object even though they are having same element, and this is the reason why x is y, the answer will be false, because x is not equal to y. Their content is same but objects are different. After that, x comparison operator we have used, that is double equal to y. So it will return answer as we can say that true. Why? Because comparison operator will check the content which is present in the list. It will not check the object name. So this is different between is and equal to. Is will check whether we have assigned the one object value to another or not, and in case of equal to operator it will check not the name of the object but it will check the content is same or not. So this is different between is and equal to operator. After that, is not, that is second identity operator we have seen. So x is not z, answer will be false, because z equal to x, we have already assigned the value of x to the z. So x is not z, this statement is false. After that, print x is not y. So x is y was false, so definitely x is not y, this is true. And again they have given not equal to also, x not equal to y. So is not and not equal to, we have tried to demonstrate the program. The program or comparison, that is x not equal to y, will return answer as false, because x equal to y, both are having same content. So this is identity operator. After that, we are having membership operator. Membership operators are used to test if the sequence is present in an object. Sequence, or we can say that whether the element is present within that object or a particular element is part of that particular object or not. For that checking we are using membership. So membership, in the word we are having member. Member means the particular element should be a part of that particular type. So we are having two membership operators. First one is in and second one is not in. So first page, first example, that is of in, we are having x as a list which contains two items, apple comma banana. Now we are checking whether banana is present in x or not. That we want to check. So for that purpose we can write the statement as print into round bracket, banana is a string element. So we have to write it within double quotes in x. So as it is clearly seen that, notice that the banana is part of x, so it will return as answer true. And next one is we have searching for pineapple is part of x or not. So we are having only two fruits, apple and banana. So pineapple is not there. So pineapple not in x, this is true. So this is membership operator. It will check whether a particular element is member of the specific type or not, or specific list or not. That is in and not in operator, membership operator. After that we are having bitwise operator. Now this is very